Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com, and it's time for another Series Sunday carton video. Today I'm going to start out with the Hello Baby stamp set from Lancome. As you can see, this stamp set is just so adorable and it is perfect for baby themed cards. I'm going to use a little flower stamp over here, and I'm going to stamp a ton of flowers on this tag, and I die cut it using the Stitch Duo 1 die cut set from Pretty Pink Posh. I used the die over here. I die cut it out of some Simon Says Stamp Ultra Heavyweight cardstock. Okay, so I'm going to stamp some flowers and I'm going to use different dye inks. First I'm going to use Cotton Candy. This is an ink from Simon Says Stamp and it's a very soft pastel pink color. So I'm just going to start stamping the flower. Then next up is Mint Julep from Hero Arts. And then last but not least, I'm using Soft Cantaloupe from Hero Arts. And as you can see, I just let the inks overlap a little bit because I just really like how that looks like. I just finished stamping the tag and now I'm going to adhere this hill. I die cut it out of some green apple cardstock from Simon Says Stamp, and I used the Stitch Borders 1 die cut set from Pretty Pink Posh. I used the scalloped die cut over here. Now I would like that the stitch edges of the tag also show up on the grassy hill. So I'm going to use the tag die cut again. And I'm just going to line it up with the hill, and then I'm going to run it through my Big Shot machine just like this. This is a little trick that I learned from Paulina from Pretty Pink Posh. She does this on her cards as well. So there we go, and now I'm going to adhere this onto the tag using my Tombow Mono stamp runner. Okay, so I mounted some images of the stamp set on my acrylic block, and I'm going to stamp these images using Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I'm stamping these on some Simon Says Stamp Ultra Heavyweight cardstock since I'm going to do some Spectrum Noir coloring. Okay, so I'm going to start coloring. First I'm going in with the lightest color, which is IG1, and I'm just going to color my entire image using that color. Now I'm going in with the darkest color, IG4, and I'm going to add some shading. So I'm just going to add color on the spots where I just want the most shadow. Now I'm going in with the medium color, IG2, and I am going to pull the color from the edges to the center of my image. And I'm just kind of flicking my brush tip. So now I'm going in with the lightest color again, IG2, and I'm just going to blend everything together very nicely. I'm going to color the inside of the bunny's ear using an FS3 marker. Then for the little duck image, I'm only going to use two colors. So first I'm using the lightest color, and that is CT1. Then I'm going in with my darkest color, and in this case that is CT3. Then I'm going back in with CT1 to blend everything together. Then for the rest of the duck's body, I'm going to use GB5 and OR1. So first I'm going in, and now I'm going in with OR1. Then for the rattle, I'm going to use CG1 and then CG2 to add some shading. Then for the rest of the rattle, I'm going to use PP5 first and then BP6. I'm going to stamp my greeting, and I'm going to stamp some bunnies on the way. I am using Memento Tuxedo Black ink again. Okay, so I cut out the images and I already put some foam tape on there. And now I'm going to adhere them onto the card, onto the tag, I mean. Okay, so over here I have a card and it measures 4 inch by 5 1/4, so it's a tiny bit smaller than a standard size A2 card. I cut it out of some watercolor paper, and I will talk more about this watercolor paper in an upcoming video. It will be a July favorites crafty video. Yeah, well, a crafty favorites video or something like that. I'm not sure yet. Okay, so I'm going to add some color using tumbled glass distress ink. And I'm just going to bring in that color to the edges, and then I'm going to let it kind of fade out a little bit, but not too much. But first I am going to add some water droplets. So I'm going to take my mister, and I'm just going to spray some water on my craft sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to add some water droplets. I just misted some water on my craft sheet, but you could definitely also put some water in just a drinking glass or something. So I'm going to pick up the water, and I'm just going to flick my brush and add some water droplets. So I'm just going to set this aside for a moment, and then I'm going to finish off the tag a little bit. So I'm going to add some sparkle on the rattle using my Clear Wink of Stella glitter pen. Going to add a couple of coats of it. I'm going to adhere a little flower sequin in the bunny's hair, or just, you know, the fur. I'm using this yellow little flower sequin from the summertime, the summer mix sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. So I'm going to add a little droplet of glossy accents. Okay, so I am adhering a couple of the 4mm Pretty Pink Posh sparkling clear sequins. These are my favorite sequins ever because I just match every single color and they are so super shiny. And as you can see, they are very tiny because it's the 4mm size. Okay, and I'm also going to add a coat of glossy accents on the rattle. So I'm going to do that on the greenish pieces. So now I'm going to carefully adhere the tag. Since I already put a coat of glossy accents on the rattle, I should have waited, but I just couldn't contain myself. Okay, so I'm going to add some foam squares. Okay, so that finishes up the card for this week's Saturday Sunday card and video. I will be back very soon with a couple of more fun videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!